Welcome to the 2022 Unity Beginners course. This is episode 6 and I will teach you the basics of scripting. Since this course is not a beginner programming course, I will get through the basics in brief, just enough to get you started. In Unity, we use C# for programming. C# is an object-oriented programming language developed by Microsoft. In the past, we could also use JavaScript for Unity, but it was later removed. To create a script, simply select the C# script option in the Create menu of the Project tab. Give the script a name. You also need to install a code editor in order to edit the scripts. For Windows users, Visual Studio is a good choice. You may also use other code editors, such as Atom that I am using. This is what a C# script looks like. Seems like complex math, huh? However, they're easy to understand once you understand the structure of a script. The first 3 lines here are the using directives. They link external libraries that are code written by others into your script so that you can use their functions directly. For instance, the using Unity engine directive imports the classes and functions provided by Unity. In line 5, we have a class called test. You can think of classes as objects. Each class has its own properties, functions, and relations. This model behavior at the end is a class from Unity. It indicates that the class test can be attached to in-game objects and can be run during runtime. Another fact, make sure to change the class name when you change the file name of the script, or otherwise you will not be able to attach the script to in-game objects. Let's look inside a class. There are a few predefined functions, or voids. The awake and start functions are called when the script is first started. Awake is called first, then start comes next. We usually perform initialization in these functions. The update function will be called every frame. That means the code inside will be executed continuously. Operations such as capturing user inputs are usually done inside this function. Notice we also have the fixed update and late update functions. They work just like the update function, but with the difference in the update interval. Fixed update is for physics calculations, like applying forces, adjusting velocities, etc. Late update is usually for camera procedures, such as adjusting camera angles. Let's start coding. We can declare properties or global variables inside a class. Let's define a string variable called myString. This is a bunch of characters. Notice I have added the public keyword at the front. This allows access to this variable for all other classes, including the Unity editor. And we can directly modify this variable inside the inspector. If the public keyword is not added, or the keyword private is used, this variable is not directly accessible by other classes. It will not appear in the inspector as well, unless you add the serialized field attributes at the front. In C#, the order of declaration of variables and functions do not matter. You can declare variables at the end of the class if you want, although this is not recommended. These 2 gray italic lines here are called comments. They will not be compiled, but they help us understand what the code is doing. You can write literally anything in it. We use // for single-line comments, and a syntax like this for multi-line comments. If you want to skip some code without deleting them, you can also comment out the code. Now let's try to print the value of my string in the console. I want to print it once only, so I will go to the start function and write the following line. Debug.log parentheses myString. This feeds myString to the log function of the debug class. Make sure to add the semicolon at the end of the line. Now we can save the script and head back to the editor. The editor needs some time to compile the script. We need to add the script to an object. We can modify the value of myString in this field here. Once it is done, we can run the game using the play button at the top. And there we go. The value of myString is printed in the console. There are so many data types other than string, such as integer, float, double, character, and so on. These are the fundamental data types that every programmer should know how to use. So here is an assignment for you. Master using these data types, and I will soon start coding with them very often in the later episodes. I hope you now have a clue of the programming basics in Unity. This is episode 6 of the 2022 Unity Beginners course. I am Yeahlowflicker and I will see you in the next episode. Stay tuned.